Hello and welcome to this week's Midweek message, which comes to you in the middle of Holy Week. We call it Holy Week now, don't we? And it's easy to think that everything is holy with the sun shining and the daffodils out and the lambs in the field. It's all very lovely and therefore probably very holy. But this is a far cry from the first Holy Week, which I suspect didn't feel holy at all. I suspect it felt rather confusing, a little bit frightening, and certainly very uncertain. I bet that at times it felt like everything the disciples thought they had built and learnt and experienced with Jesus was just coming crashing down around their ears. One of the most beautiful stories in Holy Week is when Jesus washed his disciples' feet, and that's in John chapter 13. And I love this picture of that event. There's so much in this story, so read these verses and meditate on them and come to the Maundy Thursday service tomorrow evening. But I'm just going to pull out one thing from this story today. Clean feet was not the purpose of this exercise. Rather, it's beautiful picture language of what Jesus was about to do. It's a prophetic act, pointing to his imminent death and coming alive again, which washes us clean and brings us freedom and relationship, which brings us life. It's easier for us to see that 2,000 years later, but the disciples, especially Peter, kind of missed the point. Fair play to Peter, it's not easy to grasp before Jesus' resurrection has actually happened. But look at his reaction. Peter really doesn't want Jesus to wash his feet. And now that we can see that the foot washing is pointing to, what Peter is actually saying, even if he doesn't realise it, is that he doesn't want Jesus to die for him. Which means he doesn't want Jesus' plan for freedom and for salvation. And when we see it like that, Jesus' response makes a little bit more sense. Unless I wash you, you have no part with me. Unless I die for you, unless I do this thing that brings about God's ultimate plan, then there is no freedom and no relationship. Eek! That made Peter change his mind, and he said, Jesus, wash all of me. We have to let Jesus get his hands dirty as he metaphorically washes our feet. We have to let him get the camel poo under his fingernails and see the intimate bits of us that we would rather not show him or show anybody. And if we find that hard, wait until you see what happens on Good Friday. We have to let Jesus die for us and to come alive again, because that is the only way to life and freedom and relationship, to real life in all its fullness. Folks, Holy Week is hard, but we know that Easter Sunday is coming. We know the end of the story, or should I say, we know the beginning of our story. Come and join in the remembrance and the celebrations over this weekend. Maundy Thursday, all age and Good Friday reflective service, and then 3 opportunities to celebrate on Easter Day. Head to the website for all the details, and I'll see you then.